So it's been so long since I've done just like a sit down video and like told a story or whatever, and everybody's outside, so I have a minute to myself. Alright, so today I'm going to talk about the time that I believe I experienced a miracle. Now, a lot of people aren't going to believe me, and that's totally fine. If you don't, this is a fun story, right? So, this takes place, and I think I was like, I don't remember my age. I don't think I was a teenager yet, so I'm going to say it was somewhere between, like, somewhere around 10 years old. It could be a little younger, a little older. Like I said, I don't remember how old I was. But I was at the public pool in the area that I live in. I used to go there all the time as a kid. They have, like, a pool with, like, just, like, the big swimming area, the deep end, the shallow end, the kids area. And on the side, they've got, like, these two big windy slides, And then they also, on the inside of this facility, they have like a ice skating rink, and then they also have a playground and then a park in the back. It's super fun. But I always liked to go to the pool when I was a kid, and so did my mom, because she would like lay out, because they had this huge hill, like this grassy hill right next to the pool. So like parents would sit out and, chill. So obviously at this point, from my memory, I was old enough to swim by myself, because I didn't have any adults around me. Like, my mom was there, and she was, like, probably chilling, reading a book or something. And I liked swimming underwater as a kid. I still prefer swimming. I can't swim on top of the water. I get out of breath, and I don't get anywhere, right? So I've always liked to just swim underwater. I liked pretending I was a mermaid and, like, shit like that, right? So I used to go down to the bottom of the pool, swim with my belly basically touching the bottom of the water, and then I would come up. That's how I liked to swim. Now, because I smoked cigarettes for like 10 years, now that I'm older, I find it really hard to hold my breath for long periods of time. So I don't really do that now. Now, basically, I'm the mom that lays out and doesn't get in the water. But, so there was this one time where, there was, those little floaty things connected to the rope that signifies this is the shallow end, this is the deep end. I was going under and just like popping up on either side, swimming to the bottom, skimming the bottom, popping up, over and over. And I don't remember what I was doing, what I was thinking, but I was swimming along the bottom of the water, and I realized I was about out of breath. Like, I couldn't hold my breath much longer. But I had gotten pretty far from the shallow end, so, and like I said, I liked to skim the bottom. So I'm far from the top of the water, and I'm basically out of breath. Like, I don't know what the fuck I was doing or thinking. Like, normally I would just skim the bottom and pop right back up, but I'm like swimming on the bottom, and then it just hits me. Fuck. I'm out of breath. So I'm swimming to the top as fast as I can, and around 10 years old, I'm preparing myself for dying. Like, I was pretty sure I wasn't going to make it to the top. And you just have this gut instinct to breathe in water, which is usually how people drown. They instinctually take a breath and inhale and breathe in water, and they drowned. And that's what I did. I took in a huge breath, and I was about halfway to the top. And this is the part people aren't going to believe, and it's almost hard to remember and believe myself, but I remember this so distinctly that when I got to, I'm going to cry, when I got to the top of the water, I was never a religious person, but I was just like, I'm pretty sure I was just taken care of just now by whoever, whatever. I took a breath underwater, and I took a breath of air. I have no idea how, but it's instinct. You're dying. You don't have enough air, so you take a breath, and that's how people drown. And I did that, and I took a huge breath, and my lungs filled with air, and I made it to the top. And I just kind of swam over to the part where I could touch, and I'm like this little kid, no parental supervision. None of the lifeguards saw me. I was all the way down at the bottom of the pool, and that's what I had been doing, so it didn't look suspicious for me to be swimming underwater. And I just kind of stood there in the water for a second, all these kids playing around me, all this noise and chaos and fun, and I just remember remembering people talk about miracles. Someone's home. But it happened to me. I was so grateful. Anyways, that was a very important moment in my life, and it changed the way I think about things. And I don't know who's taking care of me, or if it was just some sort of scientific thing I don't understand, but I'm grateful it happened, and it changed my life. Just remember, there's always hope. Tomorrow will be a better day.